Hey everyone! Welcome back to another Pokemon card opening video. You're probably noticing right now that the sound does not match the lips, at least those of you with any sort of lip reading ability. That's because when I decided to not use my headphones with the microphone for this video, I didn't realize that I had forgotten to switch it to the laptop microphone. So all this explanation I'm trying to do about the audio quality is kind of a moot point for this video. Instead, let's just go ahead and look at what we're going to be opening today. The Tyranitar EX Premium Collection box. Now, I got this and another Premium Collection box at the Animania convention back in April, along with another one, and I figured it's about time I go ahead and open this. So let's go ahead and see what we got. One of the good things about having to do a voiceover is that if I say something and it doesn't sound right, I can just re-record the audio until it sounds how I want it. Anyway, in the Tyranitar EX box is obviously the code card that I'm showing off, along with a deck of sleeves featuring Terraform Tyranitar. There's also one of those hard display cases for showing off your favorite cards. I'll probably save it for a promo card that I think deserves showing off. I've really got to work on my timing with these recordings. Anyway, speaking of promos, we have our Cosmos Hollows of Larvitar and Pupitar from the Obsidian Flame set. And let's not forget Terraform Tyranitar EX here. It's not really a promo since this also comes from the Obsidian Flame set, but considering my luck lately, I'll take it. Current value as of this recording, 65 cents American. Okay, so it's not very valuable, but I never seem able to pull it, so I'll take it. Had to double check which set it's from, obviously, since, like I said, I don't really have much luck pulling EXs these days. Meanwhile, let's see what packs we got for this one. It looks like we got 2 each of Temporal Forces, Paradox Rift, and Twilight Masquerade. I still remember my roommate getting me a bunch of the Twilight packs featuring Sinistra when it came out. Now if I could just remember if Paradox or Temporal Forces came first out of the 3 sets here that I'm sorting. Since, you know, I like to open oldest to newest. I tried looking all over the packs to see if I could get a clue, as you can tell, of which came first, and basically just decided I'd start with Paradox Rift. Now, most of the cards from these sets you've probably seen before, so unless I pull something really amazing, like an EX or such, I'm just going to probably make this into kind of a story time thing. most of this story time is just going to be to fill the air, because I'm noticing as I'm trying to record these voiceovers that there's definitely a lot of space that's just empty audio-wise. Anyway, I'm sure some of you guys are wondering why it took so long for this video to come out. Besides the missing audio, I also caught the dreaded COVID virus. Yeah, apparently my sister caught it and had minor symptoms, to the point that even the doctor she went to see if she was sick said it was just basic hay fever. Lo and behold, though, I end up feeling ill, have a high fever, and test positive, so when she hears that, she checks and yep, she had it. Hey, that just goes to show just how prevalent it is right now. And if you guys feel off at all, maybe just test first to see if maybe you just got one of the mildest cases like my sister did that gets mistaken for allergies. Boy, did she have a talk with her doctor about that. And of course, I misplaced the facts really quick here. There we are. Anyway, it's taken me pretty much 2 weeks to finally kick this stupid virus. Hey, and I didn't really have much help from Doggo, who figured I was fine enough to take him on 2-hour-long walkies again. Do not recommend when you have a high fever, by the way. Then again, the fever pretty much conked out after like 4 days, but I was still not feeling the best. I mean, I was tired all the time. I was not really wanting to do anything. And my roommates basically had me stay in my room the whole time because she didn't want to get sick, which, understandable, being a second-grade teacher. And of course, then we have the policy at school where if you have improved symptoms, you have to basically come back after 5 days and just keep working, but with masks, gloves on. Seriously, do they not know how contagious this thing is? I guess at some point with this one, I was wondering if maybe I got a fake pack since I had yet to pull anything. So I decided to use a little trick that I learned from one of PokeRev's videos for spotting fakes. And that's basically looking at the side of the card to see if there's like 2 distinct layers separated by a black line of foil. This is easier to do with like the EXs and autos like the one I'm checking out here, because that foil layer is very distinct black line in between the 2 pieces of cardboard or paperboard, I guess it is. Anyway, I had to double check because I always have to be suspicious when I'm going to like a convention and buying from a vendor, because I'm sure they have the best reputations and all, but I don't know them the way my roommate knows some of them. Heck, I think the only vendor I knew for certain was the Dragon's Horde, and that's because they have a shop right across the street from my apartment and host my Pokemon Leagues. Speaking of the Pokemon League, I was actually going to sign up for the pre-release event for the Destin's Rival set that just came out. Unfortunately, this was also the day that I discovered that I was positive for COVID, so of course I didn't go anywhere, and ended up missing out on the event. Well, you gotta take care of your health sometimes, and no way was I going to get anyone else sick, especially not the professor in charge of the league. I'm not really sure what got me back into collecting Pokemon cards as of recently. Now, I do remember I started watching Unlisted Leafs videos about the time that I was starting to work for McDonald's. I don't ever want to do that again, but I had to try and pay off my student loans somehow. And working at the schools as a lunch lady only helped so much. Anyway, I started watching his videos and I got interested in collecting again. Okay, that really was a disjointed bit there. Can I not come up with anything better to fill the dead space? Sheesh. And seriously, how many hollows are we going to get in this freaking collection? I mean, is there going to be anything else in the freaking box besides hollows? And I think I saw something. Okay, so we've got Fighting Energy, Chat Talked, Cottony, Carvana, Ekans, maybe I should make a Team Rocket deck, Colossal, Boxed Order, Screamtail. Pretty sure that was recommended for my Gardevoir deck at some point. Our first reverse is Rockruff, then Meltan, and hello, Incineroar EX! I forgot how long it took to pull this guy. He's just a normal EX, only worth 81 cents, but I definitely don't think I have him, so I'll take it. Sheesh, it's way too long to get this guy. Okay, I know I was happy to finally get a pull, but I really needed to spend the entire minute just ogling over this guy. Sheesh. I don't think he was even my starter in the Sun and Moon games. I'm pretty sure I chose Poplio. Anyway, I just had to ogle over it for an entire minute before we finally got started on opening Twilight Masquerade. Fingers crossed that I actually pull something, though that usually is a flag that leads to me not getting anything in my experience. And I'm going to be taking this as a lesson for why I need to make sure my audio is working when I make recordings, because trying to figure out after the fact what the heck to say during the times when I'm just opening the packs is a lot harder than it looks. I mean, I could probably just say the names of the cards that I'm getting, but that can get really old really fast. I mean, there was a reason why I just basically explained why this video took so long to make even. And I'm still just trying to figure out how to fill the dead space while I'm opening the packs. Not that Twilight Masquerade isn't good and all, I'm just like, I can only open these packs so much while, after the fact, commenting on everything. I mean, I'm not that one girl that does the squishy makeovers here on YouTube. Hey, maybe not the best example, but she definitely is better at doing the voiceovers after the recording bit. I guess I can just end this part of the video by saying what I did while I was sick, which wasn't really that much other than getting dragged everywhere by the dog because he, of course, still wanted to go out. Hey, and I'm not supposed to go out when I'm sick. How many times do I have to explain that to him? Then again, dog. Anyway, when he's not dragging me out everywhere, I mostly ended up just watching all the anime that I had no time to watch because I have to work and take care of him. And of course, I still ended up having to cook some of the meals because my roommate still has her issues from when she got ran over by a car. Hey, injuries, what can you do? And it looks like, once again, we ended up with mostly hollows. I guess it's at this point where I can just safely say, let's go to the recap. Well, we certainly didn't get many non-hollow pulls out of this box. I mean, look at all this. We got Hollow Alakazam, Hollow Tinglu, I think that's how you say his name, Hollow Fluttermane, Hollow Iron Jugulex, and Hollow Groudon. Then we got our Cosmos Hollow promos of Larvitar and Pupitar. I almost thought Terraform Tyranitar was going to be our only EX until Incineroar showed up at the end. Well, not the end, the end of the Temple Forces. Maybe the next box will be better. And I just realized that the audio was not recording during the next video I need to edit. So I gotta do this all again for next week's video too. Sheesh, what am I gonna do for that? I do not have enough story time that I can think of off the top of my head. Well, since I don't have to post it for another week, maybe I can come up with a better script at least. Hey, I guess I'll just end this right here and just hope you guys enjoyed my attempt at voiceover work here. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, comment down below how you think I can improve on this for next week's video. And until next week, I'm your host Christina, signing off and asking that you stay safe and healthy. Bye!